Om Shanti. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Support brings progress. When a battery in a car becomes a little weak and the car is not able to run by itself, you then have to get others to give it a push. In the same way, when you have faith in the One and feel that you can receive help from that one, take a little help from that one and move forward. Do not think about any weaknesses too much, for only then will you be able to move forward happily. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 26. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. Today's topic, support brings progress. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi, and just to let you all know that tomorrow is a very special day. It's the day of Dadi Janki ji. It's been 6 years now, and together with that, it's 6 years of our Vyakti Parivar as well. So we're celebrating our 6 years complete Kemavyakt. So we'll have little celebration and also remembering our Dadi with such a beautiful memories. So that will be tomorrow's program. But also we really appreciate your blessing for all of us, a Vyakti Parivar as a one family. So it's been very, very, very um, successful with everyone's blessing, and many had many good experiences and progress in their spiritual life. So you can share your experiences as well with us. Thank you. And now let's listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Today is day of Sadguru Baba. Today is also Ram Navami, but today also is Bhog for Gita Ben of Shantiman. You will hear in the Bhog message what Baba has to say, and so it seems to be not only day of Sadguru, but very important day, being Ram Navami, being one of the main instrument of Shantiman. So sometimes a lot of Baba's children ask about the what is the difference between how do I know it's love or attachment? How do I know that I care for money but I am not greedy? No, they say that our needs can change into greed. I need this, I need this. And then we find that our greed is increasing. And we don't want to do anything where vices increase, right? Because the renunciation of vices There was a time people thought, let's pack our baggage and I come to center, so I'm surrendered then. But they not necessarily surrender. Surrender is not a baggage bringing from home to center. Surrender is internal. So Dadi Janki used to tell us that many good families, they surrendered and they all came and lived together. But they couldn't live for long because they were not trustees. Because after surrender, you have to be trustee. Whatever I use, uh, I am trustee. Baba is our one who really sustains us, take care of us. We surrender to Baba. So many left. Many couples left, many families left because they were not trusting. So Dadi gave example that most of them were jewelers and good families. So when they wear kurta, no, they used to wear diamond buttons, right? But Baba changed. Baba immediately stopped wearing diamond button. He will wear simple one. And they will say to Baba, Baba, what's there if we do it? And secondly was that whatever they gave to Yagya, they always contributed and they always counted on it in the sense, oh, why it's being wasted, I gave to Baba. Why it's like this, I gave to Baba. They keep remembering what they gave to Baba. Those who had surrendered, like Brahma Baba, he never said what I gave. Yes, Baba had buildings, they were used to open place for kanyas, place for mothers, and but Baba never internally felt they were my properties. This surrender is something very deep. But these days it's a different kind of quality, right? But when Dadi's surrender, it was completely different. There was no feeling of I and mine because that's real surrender. It's Baba, everything belongs to Baba. So Baba is saying that cooperation brings progress. So Baba says when battery in a car becomes little weak, when the battery in the car becomes little weak and car is not able to run by itself, then you have to get others to give a, they call it boost actually, or a push. In the same way, when you have faith in the one and feel that you can receive help from that one, take little help from that one and move forward. Now, again, if you are not moving forward, that's dependency. So, Baba says that do not think about any weaknesses too much, for only then you will be able to move forward happily. If you have learned and don't repeat your mistake, what did I learn? Why did I make mistake? And I don't make it again. That means you can move forward. But if you keep thinking about weakness and you're not able to change it or inculcate virtue, So weakness will increase. You will get more weaker, more weaker. And one day you might say, I can't continue, I can't progress, right? So take the cooperation. Should not have ego. Somebody said yesterday, I am in Gyan for 40 years. But if I go and ask for cooperation, it's like I will be ashamed to do it. So Jantiman gave very good example that to be defamed, to be defeated, is more shameful than taking cooperation and move forward. Accepting defeat, or I want progress. Right? And if I want progress, then I should take cooperation from someone. Right? Okay, so give and take cooperation of anything, Many examples can come, but looking at time, I just will say you all can think about it. Om Shanti. कौन है?
Om Shanti Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
It's me. Gone hai. Nice to be with you on such a beautiful day, important day, together with all these reasons that you gave about tomorrow. Yeah, today also we had beautiful meeting with you and Sister Genti, sharing many inspiring things. So I think that we have a lot of things to talk today. First thing that I wanted you to explore a bit more is that we had seen just now beautiful images of Daddy Janki and Daddy Gozar. And as you just said, the ones from before, they had a complete different quality, spiritual quality. That's why Baba says that the ones who were the longest, the oldest devotees, they were the ones who came first. So I was thinking about our ancestors. And for me, one of the most important things about honoring our ancestors is for us to have the pride, to feel the dignity of belonging to such a clan, to such a family, because if you are from such an elevated family, then you tend to value the way that you speak, the way that you behave, the way that it's your lifestyle. So, will you say that one of the most important things of having this respect for our ancestors, it is to remind us of our highest clan?
I think that one of the important thing is that we are inspired, taking inspiration from our ancestor souls. I was very fortunate to meet all 50 dadis. There was a time they were celebrating 50th year of Yagya. So there were 50 dadis on the stage. There were two brothers, I think, Vishwaratan Dada, and there was one Chandras Dada. So they both were on the stage. And looking at each one, because we knew that these are the souls who are worshipped in the path of bhakti also. And there was lot of bhavna and, how they thought more about yajna than themselves, like sometimes I'm only thinking what I could do, what I could get. And other is like, what is yajna requirement at this time? What could I do for yajna? So yajna was always in their heart because they saw how Brahma Baba, through Brahma Baba, yajna was, established or created. So I think that each Dadi, I saw them when they were very active. I saw them when their bodies were not very functional, but the dignity they maintain. And anytime you ask Dadi Prakashmani, Dadi, do you have pain? She will say no. Dadi Gulzar, do you have pain? No. But that also answers one of the question people have, that they have such so much power of yoga. Why still their bodies have to go? But they never had pain. Even they were settling, but there was no pain because they had settled through power of yoga. But still, because everyone has to settle, so in the end, their bodies went through something, but not pain. So many things. At least I observed them, and I was with them a lot, and I really inspired that. Whether our royalty, whether our dignity, or our spiritual stage is really very much through the inspiration of these ancestor souls. And for us to follow them, of course, we follow Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba, but also we can follow these dadis and then set a good example. Because when people say, when I come here, oh, we don't have dadis, we don't have. I said, we can always say we don't have this. But whatever we have, the way we have, and how their presence can be felt, I never say in my life, oh, no, Dadi. So I always say them, I will say, Luciana, are you Dadi or not? What? Yeah, Luciana?
Uh, of course, I'm not a daddy because I don't have that highness, but I feel a lot of responsibility for sharing whatever I have received in my 4 decades of Brahmin life with the ones coming now. Because, in the same way that you met Brahma Baba, you met Mama, you met all the daddies, then there was also another generation of the double foreigners that we have met, Avyat Baba, and we also met, even if I haven't met so closely as you have met the 50 daddies. I was there on that day on when they were honored on the stage. So I know about their existence. It's just like being part of that time. So I feel a lot of responsibility in giving back everything that I have received. And you said something very important. You said the way that these daddies had in terms of the love and the dedication and the renunciation for the yagya. So I feel that when we have that same respect for the yagya as we have for Baba, that indicates how much we have recognized Baba. Because when Baba came, he didn't just gave good knowledge. He started a yagya. So to recognize the yagya, it means to recognize God Himself. How do you feel about that?
No, so I would say you are not Dadi, but you are Didi, right?
Didi, yes,
We
that
should,
I accept.
because in foreign land, for double foreigners, you don't use word Didi, but I will say that all of you, I remember that when Yagya began in Brazil, I used to come from very beginning. maybe after a year or two, you were there, you just came in knowledge, and few of us were around. Brother Ken was there, and I saw in Brazil, the yagya, the way it started, and all of you tried to do everything according to Maryada, according to discipline, according to principle, and you all were very careful to do things that way. And I think that has become the foundation. The way you all took care of everything, like Yagya and Madhuban, lot of things I remember you all did really in a very excellent way, in the sense of accurate, according to Yagya. And because of that foundation until now, not only you all are there to sustain, but there are many, many. And then, as you said, that thought is really to give return of whatever you all have received. Because dadis came to Brazil and Baba used to send beautiful messages. Jagdish Bhai used to talk about Brazil. I think that it is important to continue with that zeal and enthusiasm, the way service happened in Brazil, because I think you remember that Jagdish Bhai used to say, this is the place from where Baba can be glorified, because it's like West and East, the whole atmosphere there. So I think that we should keep in mind that still lot has to happen, and it will happen. You all will get lot of chance to keep serving. One is sustaining the family, giving to the family, but other also is for the new souls that, you know, bigger program, good program. Even there is not that much enthusiasm anywhere to have big programs. But it will happen because there will be many who will come forward and offer us this opportunity to serve. May not be our own stage, creating our own stage, but we know that there will be many, many opportunities where you all will be invited to come and give talk, and you will be able to introduce Baba, give knowledge. So I can see this in the plan. I could see for especially Brazil. Of course, it could be for all the countries.
Yes, I do remember one book message that you brought, and also a message that Brother Jagdish brought. He offered Bog on a Thursday, and he told us it's the first time in my whole life that I'm offering Bog, because brothers don't get this opportunity there. And when he was offering Bog, he saw this very big stadium full of people, and he said, I don't have trance experience, but it's kind of my intellect brings some kind of vision. And I got this vision that there will be one day that there will be this very big stadium with many, many people. So we are still invoking that scene to be reality. But Mohini, then I want to share with you something that has been quite an interesting experience for me. 3 weeks ago, I fell down and I fractured my right foot. And very, very interesting, because it has been quite uncomfortable in the sense that I cannot do anything. I've been dependent on other people all the time during these 3 weeks. But like you were saying about not feeling pain, it's just amazing. I haven't felt any pain, and I didn't need to take any pill for pain. And also has been such an interesting thing that, I have the nature of being controlling, And when you are dependent on other people, it's so
Look at
wonderful because you have to accept help. You have to accept them taking care of you and bringing you things and all of that. And Baba has been providing me a wonderful sister that has been here with me. But you see, and also a lot of learning in terms of patience, because I'm very active, doing many things at the same time. And, now I have to be just in one place. So just the patience that we have to learn. So I imagine that this is not just karmic accounts. Of course, that is my karmic account, but it's a way of progress because drama is offering me to learn qualities and situations that I have never experienced in my life. So, what can you say about it? Like
I think
learning
that
peace, learning to get help from others, stop controlling because I cannot do that.
I remember that when I had to hold Dadi's hand to take them, or even Dadi Janki went once. We were coming to Brazil, and the bus we had to get in. No, when we come off the plane, get the bus, and then come to the terminal. And I know that the step was so high, and she was so short. I had to really lift her and put her on, and I could do because I was taller than her and all that. But I also never imagined that all that I will need also one day. And lot of happening, in drama, where somewhere you have to kind of balance your emotions and, thinking about I was so fast, I was so independent, I could do anything. I used to work like you, like a giant, so much. And the day comes where, you start kind of depending. But I never feel bad or sad because I feel that lot of training is happening, lot of sharing of, many things are happening. So I think that whatever happens in drama, of course, it might look like karmic account settling, but there is, as you said, lot of learning. When you stand up, when you could cook for 100 people, and now you sit to wait when your food is coming, right? Because someone else is cooking, someone has to bring on the table. They have to clear the. It's like I still not feel dependency. I feel it's a family, and within the family, it happens. But also for younger people to learn how to serve the seniors. It's only happen when they get the chance, right? So I feel that I have so many young ones here, and it's like training for them, how to do things at time, how to make us comfortable. And so it's not only for me, but also for many, many others. So same must be happening to the sisters who is staying with you is not only for you, but she must be learning God too. And then if she learns, then others can learn. So within the family, these things happen. And, one shouldn't feel like, allow to be very natural, allow yourself to be served also because you serve for so long, right? So you should be also served. And that is what it is. So don't keep calling that as karmic account, but a lot of deep secrets within this fall, right?
Yeah, our time has finished, but just maybe you can go on this subject because today's Murli, Baba said not to take service from others. And I understand, like you said, that I'm not taking service from others because it's just like an opportunity for all of us to um, move forward. But maybe you can clarify to all the ones that are participating in Avyak Parivar tonight, when Baba says about not taking service from others, what does he mean? I understand that he means don't be dependent of others cooking or washing your clothes or anything, but not in this case. Bob is saying about maybe not to be lazy when you can do that, don't do it. So maybe you can just, as you're talking about the subject, connect with what Baba said today in the Murli, Sakar Murli.
I, I am well, I am young, I am sitting, and I want somebody to bring water for me, somebody to do things for me. With I can do. So I think that's what Baba doesn't want.
Yeah,
Kind of you are the boss and somebody has to serve you. I remember that few years ago when we came from foreign countries, we never brought someone with us. Even Dadi Janki used to travel alone because very expensive to buy two tickets, and she did everything alone. But now later on somebody had to travel with her. So if it was fear or needs company or any kind of support, then we could have said, why now Dadi has someone else? But Dadi traveled all alone, all alone. I remember she came to Guyana and we were in the VIP lounge upstairs. And when the plane landed, then she came out and she was walking. So there were some ministers, VIPs. So when she arrived in the lounge and they asked her, are you traveling alone? She said no. They say, where are others? Where are others? So she said, I have 8 mates with me. That means 8 powers. And everyone said, 8, where are those 8? And she was able to explain them that until now I can use my powers, my body is okay, so I don't need any help. But later on, of course, now when Dadi travels, many of us go with her. So I think that there are some people who are a little bit bossy and they feel that they should be served. And I know in Western countries that doesn't work, but in India it does, right? Somebody has to carry bag for you. But we carried our bag, we did everything. It's just
yeah.
like, so I don't think we have that habit there. And we like to do whatever we can do. Until now, I remember Dadi Prakashmani, Shudadi, Mohini, when 3, 4 of them came to Chile, Argentina, I think Brazil too. And we had to handle their big suitcases. We had to help them with everything. But now I can't do that. So I think that it shouldn't be laziness, it shouldn't be dependency or expectation that I should be served because I'm senior. So all those sanskars are where we are expecting and we want to be served. But other is with the time, is training for them, but also our needs. And I'm happy that you had to have this. I'm not happy that you fell, but I am happy that you have you having a different kind of experience in the life which will help you in some stage, right? And I feel
Yeah,
that
sure,
those who are able to
sure.
serve you will also be very happy that could cook for you, they can serve you, right? I will actually ask more Brazilians sisters to come forward and help you.
Good. Very good. And also to come forward to help so many BKs who are becoming elderly. So we will need in the future. Okay, Mohini Didi, thank you and have a wonderful Thursday. He is still Wednesday evening. So you are already Thursday. So have a wonderful Thursday there. And we are going to get the message soon. So thank you for the opportunity. Om Shanti.
Oh, very good. You shared your personal experiences. Om Shanti. Thank you.